Welcome to a video about creating custom recipes in Easy Diet Diary. This video will also detail how to edit, delete, and duplicate recipes. Please watch this video in full screen. Let's begin. To create a recipe and add it to your My Recipes list to use later, first tap Resources, then tap the plus button and choose Custom Recipe. You then need to enter the recipe name and number of servings. After this, tap Add Ingredient and search the reference database for the ingredients to add to your recipe. Then continue adding foods until your recipe is complete, which I will do now. Note that if you have custom foods, you can also add these as ingredients to your recipe in the My Foods tab. Database ingredients can also be added to your recipe by clicking the blue plus button, or you can scan product barcodes by clicking the barcode button. To finalize your recipe, tap Save in the top right corner of the screen. Your custom recipes can be viewed in the Resources tab on the All Resources and My Recipes tab. To add this recipe to your diary, first navigate to the Diary tab, then in the meal you want to add the recipe to, tap the plus icon, then tap the My Recipes tab and tap the plus icon on the recipe row to add 1 serving of this recipe to your diary. Or tap the recipe name to enter an alternative amount and measure, and then tap Add in the top right corner of the screen. Now, if we go back to the diary, you can see both examples. Note that you can also create a recipe from within the Diary tab. To do this, on the diary screen, locate the meal you wish to add a new recipe to and tap the plus icon, then tap the My Recipes tab and type the name of the recipe you wish to create and tap Create Custom Recipe. Your search term will be pre-filled as the recipe name. Then enter the number of servings and all of the recipe's ingredients. This recipe can then be added to the diary in the same way as described before. I will add 1 serving of this recipe to my diary now. A recipe can also be created from foods already added to your diary. To do this, on the diary screen, tap the meal section that contains the foods you want to create a recipe with. Then tap the edit icon in the top right corner. To select all of the foods in the section, tap the checkbox next to the section name. If you only want to select a few of the foods from the meal section, tap the checkboxes next to the foods you want to create a recipe from. Then tap the ellipsis icon in the top right corner and tap Create Recipe from Selected. Enter the name and number of servings for the recipe and then tap Save in the top right corner. The recipe name will then replace the food items listed in the section the recipe was created from. This recipe is then stored with your other custom recipes in the Resources tab. To edit a recipe in your My Recipes list, tap the recipe you want to edit. You can then make changes to the recipe name or servings, or edit and delete ingredients as required and then tap Save. Note that changes made to a custom recipe affect all previous and future entries of that recipe in your diary. To delete a recipe from your My Recipes list, first tap the recipe you want to delete. Then tap the ellipsis in the top right corner of the screen and tap Delete Recipe. Note that deleted recipes cannot be recovered. However, previous entries of deleted recipes will remain in your diary. To duplicate an existing recipe from your My Recipes list, first tap the recipe you want to duplicate. Then tap the ellipsis, followed by tapping Duplicate Recipe. A new recipe will then be created, which you can find in your My Recipes list with the word copy appended to the name. This brings us to the end of the video about creating custom recipes in Easy Diet Diary. For more video resources, head to the Easy Diet Diary support site linked in the video description. Thank you for watching.